everybody.
Hello.
They're following us, and now he's dead.
He's dead because he talked to me.
This little problem that we've uncovered, it gets even more complicated.
Daddy G? It's Sandy. I think I might be in trouble.
As you can see, that trailer is branded by Pizza Pizza at the end. That trailer right now is actually running in every Pizza Pizza franchise across Canada. It's, for any of you who aren't from Canada, it's kind of like our Domino's Pizza, and it's playing every 15 minutes. And Pizza Pizza is one of our brand partners right now, and it's kind of one of the unique ways that we're reaching out to new audiences and working with brands in a unique way. This, what you're seeing right now, we work with a number of brands, including Toronto Blue Jays, Major League Baseball, Carbon Clothing, Samsung, Pizza Pizza, and William F. White. And on the first season, we used all these brands in interesting ways, and we're starting a second season. We're about to do a second season, and we want to bring some new brands into the fold. And what you're seeing on the screen behind me is some of the examples of that integration. The story of Guidestones is it's a murder mystery, and it follows these two college students as they unearth this unsolved murder, and they start to seek out clues. Now, it's 50 episodes long, and at the end of every episode, there's a cliffhanger. Hidden somewhere within that episode, we have put a clue that the audience can actually seek out. So for example, if it's a mysterious car and you can see the license plate, you Google the license plate, it will actually take you somewhere that we're sending our audience to find the clue that will allow them to find content and jump ahead of the protagonists. The protagonist will eventually actually find that, but it's interactive. So apart from the 2.5 hours of the series, if you put them episodes back to front, underneath there's another 2.5 hours of content hidden online that you can seek. And we have incredible interactivity happening between our audience, and that's happening with our brands as well. So this unique integration, if you go based on this ethos, then what happens is that we can send our audience anywhere. And one of my favorite examples is with Pizza Pizza. And what we did was we had 7 Pizza Pizza posters that are hidden throughout the series. And if you find that poster, on the bottom there's a serial number, and if you Google it, it'll take you to hidden content online. It becomes like a treasure hunt, and this has become the Pizza Pizza Insider hidden clue, and people are really getting into it and finding these things. I'm very excited. Another thing that we've done is with Samsung, we've used their Galaxy smartphone, and and tablet, thank you, Jonas, and tablets. And what they're doing is they're using them to uncover this stuff online. And so it's kind of like, I always say it's like Sherlock Holmes, the way he used a magnifying glass or a spyglass. Thanks, Jonas. This is my editorial over here. He's so good. Yeah.
I'm just the producer.
Anyway, so we've been doing these really interesting things in terms of getting people actually using this stuff. We also have some interesting stuff with the Toronto Blue Jays, which we'll get to in a second. Jonas, one of the things is that actually our brands are really happy with what we've done, and Jonas will speak to a bit to that.
So as you can see, and as Jay alluded to, we just haven't merely done product placement. We've really woven the brands into the fabric of the narrative. So like Jay alluded to, they're always using their smartphone because frankly they need to do that, and it just shows the amazing technology that Samsung has created. As well as with Pizza Pizza, it's actually embedded within the story and not just mere product placement. And also in terms of brand engagement, as Jay also alluded to, we've seeded clues throughout the web. And so we can drive audiences to different places where we have the brands participating. So for instance, episode 1 is only 3 minutes in length, but people are actually staying on the site for around 6 minutes because they're actually sleuthing around and looking for those clues. It's also a great opportunity to provide content to the product's existing social media community. So rather than just doing mere product promotion and discounts and things of that nature, they can actually provide some real, tangible, insider-type content that really, there's a sense of exclusivity. And the biggest thing that we'd like to announce today is that we actually just launched on Hulu today. So we're working with existing platforms that have audiences, and that is really exciting for us. And so here is going to be an example of the Blue Jays integration.
You know, I never thought I'd see Atlanta like this. I remember the first time that my dad took me to a baseball game. Jays versus the Braves. The Jays were up 3 games in the series, and I was going to go see the series winner. The Jays lost, and the series moved back to Atlanta. I begged my dad to take me to the game in Atlanta. So I thought the next morning he'd be waiting for me downstairs with a pair of tickets. So I got up, I rushed downstairs, and I found out that he'd already left for work. He worked a lot. The Jays won, and I never got to go to Atlanta until now.
So that's an example of, well, I guess that's it. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you. And we've left cards on everybody's table if you want to sign up for a Samsung Note.
Chance to win, Samsung Note, everybody in the room.
All types of integration here today. Love it. All right, so let's start with you.
Sure. First of all, congrats on signing those,
Yeah.
major brands up. I think that's really impressive, and it looks like you've done a great job with the integrations. I'm curious about your viewer base and what they've had to say about the branded placements in and around the property.
Well, actually, it's one of the things we're most proud about is that we seem to, we really wanted to make sure that we passed the smell test, and so far it has been good.
Smells like pizza?
Yeah, smell. Actually, amazingly we have not received one complaint yet. Not one person has
Are
said.
people saying anything?
Well,
Is there dialogue about
The most
it?
interesting thing is when someone saw the end credits, that was the first time they actually realized that the brands were involved. So they sent us a note actually saying how awesome it was that they weren't even cognizant of it because it was so interwoven into the story.
Very cool.
And yeah, actually, it has been really successful in that way, and so that's what we really want to do. Like, we're really trying to be the person between the brand. Like, we feel we have a responsibility of the brand to get the brand into the content in a meaningful way, but a responsibility to the audience to not treat them, like whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Great.
I think this is excellent. I think Jonas, I think you just hit on a really interesting point here of meaningful integration. It's difficult to achieve. I think integrate, when people outside of advertising think about integration, they usually think, oh, great, hold up a can, drive a car, boom, you're done. But people don't realize you want to drive the car, you have to talk about the navigation, you have to talk about the features, the seats, everything else, which distracts from the storyline. And to have that careful balance and done well, is extremely, extremely hard to do. So the fact that the brands were happy and the audience was happy, that's a very rare scenario. So great work. That's awesome.
Yeah, I thought it was very well done. Also, I've watched every episode. I get it emailed to me. I watch it on my mobile or wherever I am. I really liked it. I didn't notice the product integration either, and I'm an ad guy, so what the hell do I know? I think the next step for you guys, you're already farther ahead than most brands and most content generators, is going to be how to figure out how to make that emotional connection between the brand. So not get it farther up front, but make some sort of connection at some point between it just being a pizza box on the table and some other kind of connection between it. And I think you'll be years ahead of everybody.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting actually you talk about that, because in season 1 we actually have this smoking gun character, like a character who's like a deep throat character that you can go to online to find the clues, and they work sort of deep in pizza land. And actually one of the things that we're really interested in doing is integrating in a way where we, like OnStar, which is a really interesting GM product and is in 30 GM models, that they would go to their sort of OnStar deep throat character to get, so I mean that kind of integrations, which would be really fun.
Highlight the features.
It
Yeah,
highlights
OnStar,
the features.
so,
Yeah.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and that's that level, which will, as I said, it's already a challenge for brands to integrate themselves into all this great content. But for you to get there and ahead of everybody else and then make a deeper connection, yeah, you're ahead of the game. Nice job.
So for everybody who lives in the U.S., please go to Hulu and tune in, and we'll have an announcement soon with iTunes as well. So thank you very much for listening.
Yeah, one of the first actually short form content properties to launch on Hulu. So
How
it happened
long
a
are the
couple hours ago.
episodes?
The episodes are average about 3 minutes.
Oh, that's interesting. And then how do you deal with when you have Canadian brands integrating but on international platforms?
Yeah, well, I mean, for us, Pizza obviously is a Canadian brand, but the rest of our brands are, I mean, well, other than the Blue Jays, the rest of them actually go international. So, yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Congratulations.